Hello guys, I am very excited for this video and I think you are also very excited for this. In this video I am going to discuss about the placement preparation roadmap for 2 months. If you are worrying about the placement preparation, then don't worry. You can follow this roadmap. In this roadmap I will also provide all the sources for all the related topics, so you can follow these courses and you can prepare every aspect of your preparation. In this roadmap, I also include all the websites and the books related to the placement preparation to the relevant topic or to the specific topic. So I also covered all the topics related to the placement, whether it is an interview process, whether it is a written. So you will get all the topics and resources in this roadmap. So without wasting a time, let's get started. So in this roadmap I want two things from you. There is two requirements, which is hard work and the patience. Patience is that you will give the exam for many companies, and in some company you will not select it, and in some companies you will select it. So you have to just patience and the hard work. For this roadmap I have just divided this roadmap into the three parts. There is one aptitude round, there is one coding round, and there is one interview round. If I first talk about the aptitude round, so in this round there are three major sections which comes in the aptitude round. There is one quantitative aptitude, one is verbal ability, and one is logical reasoning. So first we have to go discuss about the quantitative aptitude. For the quantitative aptitude there is most useful and the great book, which is R.S. Agrawal. You can use that book and you have just cover one to two topics each day from this book, and you can easily complete this book within 1 month. Yes, you can easily complete within 1 month. You have to just give 3 to 4 hours per day, and I think you can give that. So for the internet you can follow the India Bix Coding Nindal, and there is one Prep Insta on which you can give the short test also. So you can follow these resources for preparing for the quantitative aptitude section. If I talk about the verbal ability section, in the verbal ability there are small many sections like sentence correction, grammar usage, spelling and vocab, and the reading comprehension and paraexamples. So for the sentence correction you can use the internet. In the internet, on the YouTube channels, there are many resources you can follow for these courses, because there is no particular book for this. And I also don't recommend to use the book for this resource for the sentence correction, because this is a very short topic. So for this you can use the internet. On the internet you can use these sites like IndiaBix, Test Spots, Saval.com. And the Saval.com you will get short questions you can practice, and you can easily get from it. And for the grammar usage, you have to just revise the rules and practice. You have to just revise the concepts like the sentences, 3 forms of sentences, past, future, and how to use these sentences and the verbs. So all this that will come in the grammar usage. So you can easily complete and revise within 10 days is just enough if you give 1 to 2 hours per day. So if I talk about the spelling or vocabulary, there is one great resource for this is Word Power Magic, in which you can cover all the vocab and you can improve your vocab also, and all the vocabulary is completed just from only the one source. And the last and the foremost topic is that reading comprehension and the paraexamples. So in this part you have to just read a newspaper. You have to just take the habit of reading and to comprehend these long paragraphs and take the crisp of that paragraph, and you have to just solve 3 to 4 questions by reading these paragraphs in the reading comprehension. So you have to just read the newspaper on the daily basis, like books and magazines in the English. So you can easily cover this just by reading the newspapers and the magazines. If I talk about the logical section, in the logical sections there are many short topics like number series, logical deduction, blood relations, statements and conclusion. You have to just get these concepts, because these are very small concepts. You have to just know about it, how to solve number series questions, how to solve blood relations question. You can easily cover these concepts from the YouTube. You don't have to just follow one book. You have just complete the concepts one time from the YouTube channels. And the last section in the logical reasoning is the sentence and conclusion. So for all of these 4 topics you can follow these resources like IndiaBix, Face Prep and Prep Insta websites on which you can find the short tests for these topics, and you can easily get the idea about these topics. and you can test or practice from the internet also. Second topic in this roadmap is the coding round. You can see in the every company exam you will find the coding round, and there is a coding round of two types. Like there is a pseudo codes which you will find along with the aptitude questions like a pseudo code. There is a short and crisp logic codes on which you have to see these logics, and you have to tell or select the multiple choice questions which is the output of this pseudo code. So this is a very short code, so you can cover easily these topics from the YouTube, because I also researched for the some websites, but there is no particular website for this topic, and I found the YouTube is the best source to complete these pseudocodes, because on the YouTube you can find, and the many teachers and the tutors will discuss these pseudocodes in a very great manner, and you can easily grasp the concepts of this pseudocode, and you can easily solve by yourself these pseudocodes. So I think YouTube is the great source for solving these pseudocodes. So for pseudocodes you can go to the YouTube channels like Prepista and Online Study for You and many more. You will find in the suggestion and tab on the YouTube. So for the pseudocode, YouTube is the best source. And there is last in all the companies you will find the full coding questions, by which you have to get you will get 2 to 3 coding questions, and you have to just read it and type the coding solution of these problems. So this is a full coding problems, so you have to just practice for these coding problems. So there are so many languages in which you have to solve these coding questions. You can select your own language, whether you can go with the C++, Java or the Python. You can select any language and you can proceed with that. In all the companies you will find the choice to select the language in this coding problem. And there are some great resources for the practicing these coding problems, like there is Geeks for Geeks, Hacker Rank and the Hacker Earth. You can use these courses because these resources are very popular, and many people use these resources extensively. So you can follow these resources and just practice 1 to 2 questions on the daily basis, and you can easily get through it. Just build the logic from these coding problems, so you can easily solve any problem which is given by any company. And the last and the foremost round, after completing the aptitude or the coding round, you have to go for the interview round. For the interview round, as you know, there are majorly in major companies you have to find 2 rounds, which is one in technical round and second is HR round. For the technical round, there are basic questions from the SQL, from the DBMS database management system, from the operating system, or from basic coding problems, very basic coding problems, and you can write these courses in whichever language you want. So for practicing this, all of this, you can read the interview experiences from the websites like from the Geeks for Geeks, in which you can find which questions is asked from the companies to the peoples, and you can practice these questions, so you can easily and comfortable you can give the interview. So for these resources you can follow the Geeks for Geeks LinkedIn, Telegram groups and the YouTube channels. Geeks for Geeks is a very good platform to read the interview experiences, and you can also follow or you can see the videos on the YouTube channels on which many people will share are sharing their interview experiences, and you can just write down these questions and just practice these questions, so you will easily clear the technical round of the interview. And just for these topics like the SQL and the DBMS of the operating systems, there is one major resource is that interview bit, in which platform you will get a very good comprehensive question bank with the answers for these all the topics. You have to just type these questions like the SQL interview questions like that. You have to just go to the Google and just search for it. And if I talk about the HR interview, the HR interview is a very basic interview, and if you clear the technical interview, then in one way you can imagine that you have to just clear the company. So HR interview is a very common, and if you have some confidence, you can easily get through it. So for the HR interview, you have to just cover the basic questions like how to give your introduction and these types of things. So you have to just follow and read the interview experiences from the Geeks for Geeks or from the YouTube, and just prepare the just prepare the questions, because there are similar questions in the HR interview all the time. So you can just read the other people's question and just read and understand this, and you can easily get through the HR interview. For these you can follow the resources like read interview experiences on Geeks for Geeks or YouTube, or you can also go for the interview bit. So I think this is a very extensive and very long roadmap, but this will very helpful for you to prepare for the roadmap. So if you want, you can also take the screenshot of this, so you can follow these resources and the roadmap, and comment below is this roadmap is helpful to you or not, and how is the suggestions, or how is the view of you on this roadmap. So I will improve on the future also. So if you like this roadmap, just hit the like button, and for these types of video you can also subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.